Hello dear students. So in the last class we had discussed the operation and control of TCSC. So let's continue the same topic and later on we will discuss the UPQC also. Okay. So let's continue the topic which was discussed in the last class. So TCSC VI characteristics we had seen, and the voltage and impedance compensation modes are interchangeable by the control action. Okay, so we had seen the voltage and impedance compensation modes, but they are interchangeable by the control action. Through the control action we can interchange. Okay, so whichever compensation modes we need, we can interchange it by the control action. So what is the drawback? Okay, so the TCSC design is complicated by the fact that the internally generated harmonics aggravate the limit conditions. Okay, so this is one drawback, that the design is very complicated. Okay, because the internally generated harmonics, they limit the conditions. Okay, so harmonic currents cause additional losses and similar temperature increase in both the thyristor valve and the reactor. Okay, so again this harmonics is not good for us. Okay, it's a curse. So harmonic currents cause additional losses and the temperature increase, followed by the temperature increase in the thyristor valve and the reactor. So the harmonic voltages which is produced across the capacitor increases the crest voltage and the stress on the TCSC power components. Okay, so this harmonic current cause additional losses, temperature increase in thyristor valve and reactor, and harmonic voltages produced across the capacitor increase the crest voltage, and okay, and that results in the stress on the TCSC power components. So these are the drawbacks of this TCSC. True. Now what is internal control? So the function of the operating or internal control of the variable impedance type compensator is to provide appropriate gate drive for the thyristor valve to produce the desired compensating voltage or impedance as per the reference. So the function of operating or internal control of this impedance type compensator is to use to provide the appropriate gate drive for the thyristor valves to produce the desired compensating voltage or impedance as per the reference. The reference to the internal control is provided by the external, whose function is to operate the controllable reactive impedance so as to accomplish specified compensation objectives of the transmission line. ओके, सो इंटरनल कंट्रोल का जो रेफरेंस है उसको क्यों प्रोवाइड किया जाता है? इट इज प्रोवाइडेड बाय द एक्सटर्नल control whose function is to operate the controllable reactive impedance to accomplish specified compensation objectives or the required compensation objectives. required compensation objectives को meet करने के लिए ये controllable reactive impedance जो है उसको यूज किया जाता है. So thus the external control measure a line impedance, current, power or angle reference, and within measured system variables derives the operating reference for the internal control. Okay, so जो external control है that measures what? Line impedance, current, power और angle reference. Okay, and उसके द्वारा फिर जो ऑपरेटिंग रेफरेंस है वो डिराइव किया जाता है जो कि इंटरनल कंट्रोल के लिए यूज में आती है. So the power circuits of the series compensators operate by rigorously synchronized current conduction and blocking control. Okay, so it is not only define their effective impedance at the power frequency but could also determine their impedance characteristics in the critical sub-synchronous frequency band. So the internal control include the conversion of the input reference into the proper switching instance which result in desired valve conduction or blocking intervals. Okay, so internal control includes the conversion of the input reference into proper switching instance. Okay, जो input reference होती है उसका जो proper switching instant है, okay, that is done by the internal control and which results in the desired value of conduction or blocking interval. So this internal control is also responsible for the protection of main power components, that is valve, capacitor, reactor, by executing the current limitations or other protective measures. Structurally, the internal controls for the three variable impedance type compensators, that is GCSC, TCSC and TSSC, could be similar. Okay, but their function is simply to define the conduction and or the blocking intervals of the valve in relation to the fundamental component of the line current. So what is their function? The function is to define the conduction or blocking interval of the valve, okay, with respect to the fundamental component of the line current. Okay, so it is quite depending on the fundamental component of the line current, and this have to do three basic functions: synchronization to the line current, turn on or turn off delay angle computation, and gate or firing signal generation. Okay, so three basic functions are to synchronize to the line current. There should be a synchronization to the line current. What is synchronization? Means the time of zero crossing. Okay, that should be synchronized. The turn on or turn off delay angle computation. Okay, so what should be the delay angle? When should be it when it should be triggered or turned off? So that is the delay angle computation, that should be supervised. And gate or firing signal generation, so at which the generation of this firing signal should also be supervised. Now the next topic of discussion is unified power quality conditioner, that is UPQC. Okay, so before going deep into this UPQC, let's start with the introduction. So the main objective of the electrical utilities is to supply their customers an uninterrupted sinusoidal voltage of constant magnitude and frequency with sinusoidal balanced currents at the AC mains. Okay, so जो भी electrical utilities हैं, that is the generation units, okay, or the transmission units, distribution units. So the main objective of the electrical utility is to supply their customers an uninterrupted power. Okay, so to supply the customers an uninterrupted sinusoidal voltage of constant magnitude and frequency. Okay, तो ये किसकी जिम्मेदारी होती है? The electrical utility जो है, okay, तो उनकी ये जिम्मेदारी होती है, उनकी ऑब्जेक्टिव होती है, पर्पस होता है कि वो अपने कस्टमर्स को बिल्कुल अनइंटरप्टेड एंड क्वालिटी पावर सप्लाई करें. ओके, सो अनइंटरप्टेड पावर का मतलब देयर शुड नॉट बी पावर कट. ओके, और देयर शुड नॉट बी एनी बैलेंस, और उसके कारण कोई इंटरप्शन ना हो. और क्वालिटी का मतलब क्या है? कि कांस्टेंट मैग्नीट्यूड एंड फ्रीक्वेंसी होना चाहिए एसी का, बैलेंस करंट्स होना चाहिए. So the present day AC distribution systems are facing severe power quality problems, okay, such as high reactive power burden, unbalanced loads, harmonic reach load currents, and an excessive neutral current. So present time में जो AC distribution system है उसके पास कई से सारे challenges हैं. One of the challenges is the power quality problem, and power quality problem is not limited to a single problem. Okay, anything, if any abnormality is there, let's say the high reactive power burden or unbalancing in the loads, see, you don't have the control over the loads. हमारा लोड के ऊपर कोई कंट्रोल नहीं होता है. टाइप ऑफ लोड कस्टमर कुछ भी यूज कर सकते हैं. कभी भी लोड का स्विचिंग या स्विच आउट हो सकता है. मीन्स द कस्टमर में स्विच इन द लोड्स और शट डाउन द लोड्स. ओके, so we don't have any control over the loads. That's why the system should be maintained healthy in any condition. That is, अगर high reactive power burden होता है या unbalanced loads होते हैं या harmonic reach load currents होते हैं. Okay, अगर harmonics है किसी कारण से करंट में, ओके, या एक्सेसिव न्यूट्रल करंट ड्रॉ कर रहा है, तो ये सारे चैलेंजेस जो हैं ये पावर क्वालिटी प्रॉब्लम्स में कैटेगराइज्ड है, एंड इट शुड बी टेकन केयर ऑफ बाय द इलेक्ट्रिकल यूटिलिटीज. So these utilities are not able to avoid the voltage sag, swell, surges, notches, spikes, flicker, unbalance and harmonics in the supply voltage. Now what are these disturbances? Voltage sag. Sag means what? Sag, lowering of the voltage. Okay, reduced voltage due to any reason. Swell, swell means over voltage, more than the nominal value. Okay, surges, surges are what? They are the excessive high voltage. Okay, in a very short interval of time, if you have the very large magnitude of voltage, notches, spikes, flicker. Okay, flickering is just the spikes, also the same thing. Notch also exists for the short interval. So these are the things which need to be avoided. Okay, this unbalance and harmonics is the big problem. Harmonics can certainly not be good for the system to be healthy. Okay, so for the system to be healthy, one of the very dominant power quality problem is harmonics in the system. So अगर आपको सिस्टम को हेल्दी रखना है तो यू कैन नॉट रिमूव द हार्मोनिक्स कंप्लीटली, आप पूरा खत्म नहीं कर सकते हार्मोनिक्स को, बट यू कैन मिनिमाइज इट बाय सर्टेन मेजर्स. यू कैन मिनिमाइज इट, कुछ मेजर्स से आप इसको मिनिमाइज कर सकते हैं. the supply voltage across the consumer's loaded. So let's see the schematic diagram of this unified power quality conditioner. So you can see the line, the AC mains, and this UPQC is connected. So the custom power device known as the Unified Power Quality Compensator or Conditioner UPQC is considered the right option for critical and sensitive loads. Okay, to compensate both voltage and current based quality problems. Okay, so it is considered a better option for this critical and sensitive loads to provide compensation, both kind of compensation, voltage and current compensation to the power quality problems. So UPQC is composed of the combination of shunt, that is the STATCOM, and series DVR, dynamic voltage restorer. Okay, as a single solution for mitigating these multiple power quality problems of voltage and current. So here also you can see that this DVR and this STATCOM both are connected in series with a DC link capacitor in between. Okay, so this UPQC is the combination of the two, and it provides compensation for both voltage and current based quality power quality problems. So the power circuit of UPQC consists of two voltage source converters or current source converters joined back to back by a common DC link capacitor or an inductor at the DC bus. So we can see this arrangement that they are connected by the DC link capacitor. The shunt device of the UPQC, which is the shunt device? This one is the shunt device of this UPQC, this STATCOM. So provides the reactive power compensation, load balancing. This we have already discussed. So the shunt device of this UPQC, that is this STATCOM, is providing the reactive power compensation, the load balancing, neutral current compensation, and elimination of harmonics. So these are the tasks which are supervised by this STATCOM, that is the shunt device, and it is connected in parallel to the consumer's load. Okay, so it is connected in parallel to the consumer's load. There it is a load, so it is connected in parallel. The series device of the UPQC, also known as the DVR, that is dynamic voltage restorer, keeps the consumer load and voltage insensitive to the supply voltage quality problems such as sag, swell, surges, spikes, notches, fluctuation, depression, and unbalance. So these are the problems. I already a few minutes before we had discussed this, sag, swell, surges, spikes, notches, fluctuations. These are the voltage quality problems. Okay, so this the function of this DVR, the function of this DVR, dynamic voltage restorer, is to keep the consumer load and voltage insensitive. Okay, so even if there are some problems from the utility side, okay, regarding these things, the series device of UPQC, that is dynamic voltage restorer, keeps the consumer load and voltage insensitive. Means that consumer load and voltages are not affected, okay, due to the supply voltage problems, these problems. Okay, so the DVR, how the DVR takes care of this? So the DVR injects a compensating voltage between the supply and the consumer load and restore the load voltage to its reference value. So that this DVR injects a compensating voltage between the supply and the consumer load. Okay, and by doing so, it restores the load voltage to its reference value, that is the preset value. Okay, so that's why it is insensitive to the voltage quality problems from the supply. Okay, now this UPQC, which is a combination of shunt and series compensators. Okay, obviously it is a combination of this shunt and series compensators, because this one is the shunt compensator, this one is a series compensator, so it is a combination of the both. Okay, so proposed a single solution for mitigating multiple power quality problems. So with this combination of this shunt and series compensator, this UPQC has been formed, and it provides a single solution for mitigating or removing all the multiple power quality problems. So the cost of this PQ to manufacturing and emergency services together with the requirement of improved power quality in the current waveform justifies the cost and complex control required for UPQC. So due to the improved power quality performance, okay, of this UPQC, this cost and complex control required by UPQC is justified. Okay, so there are many control techniques and topologies reported for the control of this UPQC. Okay, the various control techniques and topologies have been reported, and an energy storage element at the DC bus is also used for the operation of alternative unified power flow controller. Okay, the D-STATCOM and DVR are controlled separately for power quality enhancement in the current and voltage respectively. So the control scheme for this D-STATCOM and DVR are done supervised separately. We do have the separate control system for both, for the power quality enhancement in the current and voltage respectively. So for the current, the D-STATCOM is there, and for the voltage, DVR is there. Most of the control algorithms reported for the D-STATCOM and DVR are applied to the UPQC. Okay, and the instantaneous reactive power theory, synchronous reference frame theory, this is SRF, fuzzy control algorithm, instantaneous symmetrical component theory, and neural network theory, among others, are some control approaches reported in the literature. So for the control algorithms, we have these many methods reported in the literature. The three-phase four-wire systems, okay, the usually neutral systems, require a neutral current compensator along with other UPQC functions. So for this configuration containing three-phase and four-wire system, we require a neutral current compensator along with the other UPQC functions. Okay. So the classification of UPQC, this classification based on the topology. Okay, this UPQC can be classified into two types, that is right shunt UPQC and left shunt UPQC based on the topology, and based on the method of control, this UPQC can be divided into or classified into three types, that is UPQC Q, UPQC P and UPQC S. Okay, so what is this UPQC Q, P and S? Let's see. The UPQC Q is a DVR. In this, a DVR is used for series voltage injection. in quadrature with the supply current with almost zero active power injection. So this is something the definition of this UPQCQ. So in UPQCQ, a DVR is used. For what purpose it is used? It is used for the series voltage injection in the quadrature with the supply current. Okay, and zero active power injection. For UPQCP configuration or method of control, based on the method of control, UPQCP is different to UPQCQ. In what manner? In this, in UPQCP, a DVR is used for series voltage injection in phase with the supply current. Okay, with only an active power injection. So this is the difference between the two. And UPQCS, in case of UPQCS, a DVR is used for series voltage injection at optimum phase angle with minimum kVA rating S. So this, based on the method of control, these are the three types of UPQC.